Merry Christmas.
I was wondering what you were doing. So we're actually not in the same room. We were going to be in the same room today, weren't we, Dan?
We were, and then as my son and I use this word all the time, devastation.
Oh, really? Oh, are you devastated?
No, there's devastation has occurred.
Oh, devastation. Devastation that I have COVID. I have, but I'm a good person, Dan, because I thought test before I come over, and I did, and I was positive. So that was good. A good news story came out of a bad news story.
Well, yeah, there's people at my office who have got COVID that I was in the office with them. So, who knows, a couple more days and I'll probably be doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe. So it's just interesting because it's just, a few days before Christmas. So we're going to be talking about our Christmas episode here and all the things we do, and I won't be doing any of them anymore. Not
What were you going to do? We'll have to change everything to what would you have done?
Yes, what would you have done for Christmas? That's right. So I guess there's part of me most of me is like, oh, this is really crappy. Oh, But then there's a little bit part of you that just, it's a bit of a relief that I don't have to run around crazy tomorrow and get in those last minute presents. Like for your family, I don't have to worry about it. I can wait till later.
Yeah, I still got to go off and get some seafood, but everything else is done. But we've got friends as well who've got COVID too, haven't we? And they're stuck at home, and they're doing the right thing by just isolating, even if some of the kids don't have it. And
no, we actually don't even have to anymore. I was looking it up just before. I could just go out and do my normal thing without a mask. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure without a mask. Now, but I wouldn't. But obviously, I'm sounding quite good, aren't I?
There seems to be. It's like there's.
I just said I'm sounding quite good, aren't I? It's a compliment.
That's not going to work out because I was going to say it sounds like you put blue tack up your nose.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got something big coming on later on, a surprise at the end of this episode,
which
may not go very well. We'll just have to see.
We'll see, but it's pretty good.
Yes. Okay.
How about we cover off the last? Well, we've had 2 episodes since this one. We had our one on dating.
Yes.
And we've had a little mini one, which I did while you were flagrantly just swanning about the oceans.
Yes, well, it's all about yin and yang. Like I go on a cruise, which obviously was planned a long time ago, expecting that COVID wouldn't be around. A cruise that makes, it's the positive, and then you just get COVID. It's negative. It all has to balance out. That's what I believe. You may not.
No, I don't.
You don't. I do. It all balances out, Dan. That's why I've got the COVID, because I had a good time.
Yes, that's Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes,
and
also
20, it finds 20.
I'm not sure if you have in the background. But I've got a storm going.
Yep, thunder. Yep.
So we may hear that in the background. But sorry, what was your point?
Well, it's the ominous sounds of weather COVID. Maybe the weather's got COVID as well.
Oh no, not about that. Before that, and I interrupted you.
I was talking about there was a mini episode which I did while you were away. And that was
so good. I listened to it. Yeah, that was great.
It was cool because it was such a great comment, but there wasn't a lot to it. It was a couple of sentences, but it was Sonia, and we thought it was such a great little comment and so perfect. But then we ran out of time to talk about everything during the last big podcast, and I'd started writing a little bit more to it, and I thought, I really want to finish this off, so I did. Yes. Got her permission and recorded it with some funny jazz music and cafe sounds.
I thought it was, Dan, I think you did a good job.
The only thing I was wondering...
No, what do you say when someone says that to you?
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you. But you know what? I think that you think you did a good job too. So then you might go, thank you. I tried hard, and I think it worked well. Maybe something like that. Don't you think? That would be nice.
Writing it. I did enjoy writing it.
Yes,
I enjoyed it. I think the only thing is that I feel like I need to explain that at the last bit of it, the bet she had with herself, was that the couple who were arguing broke off their engagement, and I didn't know whether it read that the date was kind of an engagement of two people, and because the date left as well. Was that
Oh,
confusing,
okay.
or did it sound like I was talking about that I always had a bet to
Oh,
see which of the argument couple would break up?
I didn't find it confusing. I can't remember it now, and I was only listening to it just before. Let's call that COVID fog. But
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember I think it all made sense at the time. Yeah, not now. But yeah, anyway. But I'm fine. I'm sparky. I just have that little chilly tickle in my throat, really, and that's it, which is good. This is my second time I've had it, and also I've had my 4th vaccine recently. So
Yeah, me too.
well, I think that potentially helped. So this is Christmas. This is all about jingle, jingle, jingle. So what you've been up to, or what I've been up to, is obviously I went on a cruise to the Pacific Islands, and it was really great. Enjoyed it. Tried my best not to get the COVID and use the stairs. And but I was thinking about, I guess because obviously our family has autism, the differences. And we went on a cruise ship. Some people would say that, and some people did say that would be their worst nightmare. But and there were a lot of kids there, and kids that think that they're cool kids and whatever. My kids actually didn't do hardly any of the activities that were arranged for kids. There's definitely a 12 to 17-year-old activities every night, lots of them or whatever. They didn't do roller skating, laser tag, all these different things. They didn't take part in any of those things because they didn't like the other kids, because they were all look, I don't really like people who have mullets. There was lots of those.
Yes.
Those mullets, and I found some of them quite disrespectful and rude. Just come 10 o'clock at night, I don't know what their parents were doing, but they were just, 12-year-olds just going in the lifts and pressing all the buttons in the lift, and just, wanting to throw pizza over the edge up high to hit people down below.
Oh my God.
Because you can see on the Facebook page, people would post, my kid's having a great time. I don't even see them there. I'm in bed before them. And they have a great time. Well, yes, they do, but they're causing havoc, running into people down the hallways. It was all quiet. And so it just made us think, I guess when we do another cruise, it will just be not one which is focuses on kids, because my kids didn't do that.
Cruises, that's why they're good.
Yes, I agree. So my kids love just a pool, and they like lots of food, and they just like the downtime. So there was quite a bit of time where we just sat in our room. We had a balcony, which was amazing, and just lied there and enjoyed it.
Oh, I love the balcony. It was just the best when it's really windy. Did you open the door when it was just this gale force wind blowing around the place? Yes. I love that.
Me too. That was really good. So anyway, that was me. And what have you been up to besides making podcasts?
Well, apart from doing that, writing award-winning short stories, I've been...
Yes. Hold on. What's this about?
Well, I'm only assuming that it's going to become an award-winning short story.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay. Oh, that's true. I thought you meant you had one award-winning, but no, you will. That's fine.
Fair assumption, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the big thing we had, I had was the work Christmas party, and so it was a long, long day. I wasn't particularly looking forward to it because it was literally from 8:30 in the morning till whatever at night.
Oh, what were you doing?
It's the venue was in the city, and for anyone who's old enough to remember, there was a Greater Union Cinema on Russell Street, and it was knocked down. It was a great old cinema, and so they built this amazing, very modern sort of complex for. There's a bar there. There's rooms for, things like we were doing today. Restaurant. It was all in one. So we were there for the day, just doing, talking about the business, talking about changes that were coming up, and that was all fine. It was a bit, it gets a bit boring. We had an activity which covers sort of what we've talked about in the past. It was an activity with all the people where we all had 3 separate tables, and so we were in groups, and we all had to figure something out. Yeah. It was the worst. It was the first time I've done one of those things. Do you retreat in that situation, or do you take part? What are you doing? I had no bloody choice. I get involved at the start until the sound just starts to blend together. I can't hear a thing anyone's saying, and I can't concentrate. And so the worst thing for me was that they had gone and figured they were talking things through, and I tried to follow along, and I wasn't working very well. And then they started looking at me when it came to time to actually talk and explain to the rest of the group.
Oh.
And I just
Nightmare.
froze. My anxiety just went through the roof.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I don't know how I managed to get by it, but I think it's because the person who did speak knows me quite well, and I think she could see the look on my face, and she took over, which was really nice.
Yes.
But not conducive to sort of the likes of myself. And then I started to look around other people and who else was having a hard time. And one of the people who had a hard time listening was someone I think might be might be autistic themselves very much. So I thought, that's interesting.
Yes.
So that was, whatever. We had lunches, we had dinner, and it was a bit of a party after that. And I think once the grog kicked in, I was fine.
Yes, that helps, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah.
But it was still a room full of neurotypicals just doing what they do, and me just shaking my head, going, all these planned activities and stuff. I don't like planned activities.
No, I don't think I do either. Although I don't mind knowing what they are beforehand.
Well, you just said your kids don't like it either.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same sort of thing. It's a planned activity.
With neurotypicals, and they don't like it.
Exactly.
True.
So that was me. That's all that's been happening. There's been nothing else. I've been chopping wood. I found a whole lot of fantastic firewood up the road, and so I've been spending my lunchtimes chopping wood, and I love it.
Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, good. All right. Well, okay. So what we, I thought that you might talk a little bit. What are you doing?
I'm just bringing us back onto task by
Oh yeah, that's okay. So I guess we should talk about maybe what about some like tips or something like that for Christmas. We're talking about Christmas.
Good idea. I think that's a good idea to start with, just because then people will listen to what the main tips are, and then we'll talk about our own experiences. But they were really good tips, and it was from autism.org.uk, and I've made the tips very small because I know you don't like having too much of this linkage and that sort of stuff. So I've reworded everything so it's nice and small, single sentences. Do you like that?
Yes, and dot points.
Yep. But I know that people will enjoy that. The part of our listeners, they do like to hear practical advice as well as our usual impractical.
Well, I've got something to say about this because I've looked at all the different things and the different advice for autistic people, but it all is about autistic people that don't like too much noise and those things. Whereas I'm the opposite, whereas I quite like too much. I love too much stuff going on at once. All things going on. So it's actually opposite, because I think there'll be some people that would relate to me, but also relate to all the other things. So let's do this stuff first anyway.
Okay. I think it's probably the ADHD side of you, maybe, that you like that side of things, I reckon.
True, yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a look at what they said. So the main crux of it is they're saying that you need to plan and prepare for events like this, whether it's like I did the same thing for the work Christmas party. I prepared myself for that as much as I could. And for this, they look at what's going to work for you. So in that respect, it's the same for you too. You don't mind having the noise. Other people don't like the noise, and they don't want to be pressured into doing things just because that's what the rest of the people do. Yeah. That is a can of worms there that I reckon we could talk for a long time on. I've certainly got a lot of examples of that.
Yes.
Plan your Christmas in advance with your family, friends, and any support services. That makes sense. Then you've got to share the plans with people so they know what's been going on in your head. That's a big important point for autistic people. You've got to be on planning. You actually have to show it around to people. And they talk about calendars, lists, schedules to help plan what you're going to be doing at Christmas. I think, again, that should be shared around as well. As part of all this process, you've got to think of your sensory needs. So your needs are for lights, cameras, action. You like all that sort of stuff. Yeah. I don't mind it either. I'm not too bothered as long as I have, what is the next point, a quiet space to go to if I need.
Okay. Yeah.
If you're feeling overwhelmed, And the other point they make, which I hadn't thought about, was that you should be planning for the whole festive break. So it's not just one day. There's the lead up, there's post that. So you should be considering maybe having a couple of days of quiet
Well,
However,
the day itself often it goes the same every year, doesn't it? So
yes,
it is
yep.
everything else around it.
It really is. It really is.
What's your however?
Say that again?
You said however, and I interrupted you. What's your however?
Well, I think we should talk about our specific experiences.
Yes.
And how Christmas looks to us as autistic families.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Would you like to start that, or would you like me to?
You can start.
Okay. Well, my kids, I think, my family, so my kids like the morning celebration. We have a lot, just obviously opening presents and all those sorts of play with toys or whatever it is.
What time? What time do they get up?
Well, probably about 8, not too early.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they used to get up earlier and I would say go away.
Yes.
They're not allowed to open any presents anyway until we are awake, and then they might come back in. But generally, it might be 8 o'clock. They've got better with age.
Have you got the Google Home things? Because that's been just the best thing for us to say. Go and put on the timer in your room, 30 minutes.
That's great. Yeah, that is good. No, we don't. But that's a very good tip as well.
Oh, so good.
And then Christmas lunch, we are always, I guess, doing the same thing. They're ready for that. They're happy to have the lunch and have the dessert, and they eat all sorts of different foods. But there's always lots of different foods there anyway. And then
this is wonderful. I didn't even think about what you're going to have for Christmas lunch.
Are you laughing?
You're going to be eating reindeer for Christmas.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's exactly what I messaged my husband. We'll be having roast deer for dinner. But I don't eat, mostly vegetarian, and I'm intolerant to wheat and dairy, so it was going to be hard anyway. So at least I'll just eat what I want.
I want to make another song about you ate Dancer and Prancer and Donna and
yeah, you could do that. That could just pop in right here. Do that. And there it is. Okay, so yeah, we'll just have to work out something for Christmas lunch. We might just do a Zoom with my family, but normally they are there. Go to there. They get all filled up, and then I think maybe my son's probably like, okay, he needs to go home and go back on his computer in the late afternoon, I think. More going into the evening, I guess. They're tired, and then just come back, and that's the thing that this always happens. I don't know if you have this, but then we're like full from lunch. We've eaten so much, and then they come like 8 o'clock. We think we've been able to just forget about dinner, but they don't. They're just like, we haven't eaten our dinner. It's like, well, just go to bed. Don't worry about it. And they're like, no, we need to eat the dinner. So that's the annoying part. Then I just try and do leftovers, but they've already eaten. And so it's always a bit hard because you just think you can sneaky just miss it if you've eaten a lot of food. But kids, just their metabolism, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that's our Christmas day. But actually, I should say it all starts for us for Christmas Eve. So we normally, not this year, go to my parents' house for Christmas Eve. My father is German, and that's when you exchange presents, is on Christmas Eve in the German household. So we just do that and just have an easy. Normally it's like spring rolls, maybe chicken nuggets, prawn cocktails, just nibble foods for the dinner then, and just exchange presents. So that's us. Yeah, so it's all pretty. But I was thinking about it. I was like, we never do anything really hardcore. It's all really light and cold foods and things like that, because I guess autism goes back into the family. No one wants to do that.
Yes. You wait till I tell you what goes on or went on with my childhood. But
yes.
In what was I going to say? I thought it was interesting with the Friday nights. Do you listen to like the carols by candlelight? Do you put that on the TV in the background?
Yes, but why would you say on a Friday night?
Well, because the Friday nights, for Friday night for me has always been my favourite, because
do you mean
I have a lot
Christmas
of memories
Eve, or do you mean Friday night?
Eve. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I forgot about that. I love watching carols by candlelight.
It's great, isn't it?
Yes, it's my favourite thing to do. Yeah. So that's the best part of it, is it's always been consistent. It's pretty much always the same people, and they're all singing the same songs.
Yep. I miss John Farnham. He's not going to be doing that anymore. It's a shame.
Yeah, that's true.
The Wiggles will be on there there's about 8 of them now.
Yes, Sylvia Palladino's on there. What's his name? I always love to see what's his name's wearing. You know, what's his name? The short guy who sings.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes. Who was on Australian Idol?
Yes. What's his name?
Yeah.
I follow him on Facebook.
Yes.
Him and his husband, the little short guy.
Don't worry, I'll add the names in. Don't worry. Yes, it is. Okay. So, yes, I love although he's a recent one too, but I like the old school guys.
Anthony Collier. Yes, the old school. Oh yeah, all those old guys and the same ones singing like Deck the Halls and all those things. Yeah, that's really good. And the conductor, is he still doing it? Oh no, nothing.
John Fornham, I'm not sure if he does. He usually does. There used to be the older guy. But,
the older guy. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's always. So it's always really, really great.
Well, I got to tell you, when it comes to Christmas Eve, my history was that it was a big night for listening to carols. It was really important to my mum, and even though it was really busy, we still watched carols. We had it on loud and we watched it. My family, they don't like any of that sort of stuff. They don't want to watch any important things like the grand finals or any major events that are on television. They don't care. So it's usually me.
Same with mine.
Sitting there on my own.
Yes.
Trying to enjoy it with myself. And they'll end up probably texting a friend or something to say, are you watching it? Can we maybe talk about this a bit?
Yeah.
That's a good very sad night for me.
Well, we should text each other.
Well, next time when you're COVID free, although you go over to your parents, but you can invite them all over here.
Yes, yeah, we could do something. That's interesting.
I'll put a big screen up of it.
Yes, the big screen. Yes, I would enjoy that. So my kids also don't watch the football. There's none of those big moments, milestone moments that we just sit there and all. They're not glued to it like we were. It's not interesting enough, I guess.
No. That's with just the day as well with my kids. It's sort of about the presents for Henry. Yeah. Eloise doesn't really care that much about that either. And so Christmas is very quiet at our place now. It's very different what it used to be, but it's still very enjoyable because I get to cook and I always enjoy that. And everyone has a rest. Once all that sort of stuff's done, we're just going to have Jen's parents over, and it's just going to be very nice, quiet, enjoyable Christmas, and the opposite of what it used to be in my past. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we just normally spend it with my parents, my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law, and have very close friends come over, family friends. Yeah, them as well. So that's what they'll be doing it without me. I'm not sure how they're going to cope without me this year. No idea.
Just shout through the keyhole.
I said I could drive. We might drive by and wind down the windows and wave.
That's a good idea. You could do that. So is this, apart from this year, which is an aberration to what you usually do, is it your ideal Christmas, the way you have it now?
I think so. Yeah, like some years we actually go to a restaurant for lunch, but I mean now that there's 5 of us, it gets pretty expensive for us to do that. But then it's less personal. So we've gone back to doing it at my parents' house and just sort of paper plates or whatever it is, and try to make things easy. But I think it's all. I enjoy how we do it. I think it'll always be that. It's been like. Used to be at my grandma's when she was able to, and then she's passed away, and then my parents, and then I guess we'll continue the tradition as well.
Yeah, I think there was the same. That my grandma loved to host up to a point, and then she got too tired, and then she would just be doing the Christmas pudding and things like that. She'd cook a few things, but then it would be organised elsewhere. But before they both passed, we had a really great Christmas at their house, which was really, really quite nice. So, yeah, my ideal Christmas is kind of how we have it now, except I would add including people who didn't have anywhere else to go. So just other friends and whoever that just don't really have much else going on. And so we're always putting the feelers out to everyone to say, look, what are you up to? If you're not up to something, come along to our place.
Yeah, and we did always used to do that when I was a child. There was always a couple of randoms there, and I think I really should put the word out on Facebook. Who else has got COVID? Let's all catch up for Christmas lunch.
Like a measles party.
Yeah,
A separate one. You should have one outside, and they can be inside.
yes,
You could just like stare at each other through the window and sort of make it a competition as to who's having the most fun.
yeah. Why not? Why not? Yeah. So. I guess nowadays, yeah, like I'm glad that you're making it what you want it to be now. I think that's important.
It's only taken about over 4 decades for that to happen.
So is that your ideal then? Christmas Day is what you're doing now?
It really is, yeah. The best way to explain is probably the context of childhood onwards. So you can see where I came from to how I've got to where we are in our setup now.
Yes.
I think, when I was trying to think about Christmas when I was a child, once again, I have no memories of anything. Like, I can't even quite remember what we were doing. And I think part of the reason is because my parents got divorced when I was 9. And so by age 10, everything got split in 2. So from age 10 years of age, I was moving from one place to another. And that's when it all started.
Now it's really, really raining quite hard outside. I'm not sure whether you can hear that, but it's not static.
Oh, no, that's all right. Let's just pretend it's snow falling for our American listeners.
Yes, that's true. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so my days got split from age 10. So that's sort of what happened from that point on.
And then, from then on, you always did. Even as a few years ago, you were doing. Gosh, I think I remember you going to 3 things in one day at some point.
That was regular. That became regular. So because Jen and I have been together for so long.
With kids,
yes. Before kids and with kids, we would go to up to at least 3 places on the day. And and then with kids, so we didn't get a break. We were just always the ones to go from hither to thither. And part of that was like the lead up to before we had kids, we tried to organise our own traditions by setting up had to have some sort of pre-Christmas event, or whether it be Christmas or pre-Christmas. And we did it once. We had my dad and his wife. We had Jen's mum and dad. I think we had some other family members from my side. It was a disaster. No one would talk to each other. So we had 3 separate groups who, were just different. They're all different, and they just weren't necessarily conducive to want to make things work for us. I don't, and so it made it really difficult, and it was disastrous and really hurtful because we put in such an effort, but they just weren't capable of forgetting things on the one day, and that's okay. It was the way it was, and we were, what's the word? We're pushing crap uphill. We were hoping for something that was never going to be, and so our expectations of the people who were there would never have been met. So we learnt that, and so we never bothered to try that again.
Yeah, we never have ever done more than one thing in a day. Like, it's always been like when I was a child, like my dad is German, as I said, so he didn't have any family here, so that was always just on my mum's side. And then now I think my, what is it? Oh yeah, so Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, so my husband's parents spend it with Paul's sister and whoever else. I think they're neighbours, and then we see them normally on Boxing Day, not this year. That's just the way it's always been. It's just always been the one thing, and I think that's. I don't think we could do more than one thing. You'd just be exhausted and not hungry.
It's part of our current personal journey at the moment, which is starting to have an effect broadly, and that is that we're finally trying to do some things that are right for us. We have put on a brave face and not being honest with what our needs have been, and so we've just gone ahead and done it just to try and to do what we feel is doing the right thing, and we've suffered. So now we're not going to do that, which is going to be confusing for some people to sort of say what's changed. And I guess the answer to that is if you are close, you talk, and that journey is already understood. So if you haven't been part of that journey of growth, it does make it very difficult in those and there can be some really stressful, sometimes maybe dramatic situations. You know what I mean? Where they're, how do you explain 3 years of growth to someone who hasn't been involved in that?
Yes. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. And so this is something else that we both absolutely, I'm kind of moving on and changing the subject, Christmas music. Love it.
Yes.
It's just the best. Christmas music is just, they're always the same songs because, I can't stand new songs. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not. Don't like new songs. So going to a new musical, that I don't know the songs, it's just the worst. But
what about variations on the same song by different artists?
Well, that's interesting. I don't like it as much. Michael Bublé. We listen to a lot of Christmas from the 1st of December, Christmas songs. But Michael Bublé, his take on things are a little bit different. Taken a little bit of time to get used to. I don't mind some of his songs, but I do like the traditional way because then I can sing along and not be out of beat or tune.
Okay. Whereas for me, I've got a playlist which everyone can find on Spotify called Dan Plays Your Christmas Favourites.
Oh, I didn't know this.
It is absolutely gigantic. Huge. And I just put that on shuffle, and I've got stuff from Mormon Tabernacle choirs, which I love that stuff. When I took tradition, I go back. And all the same, like the Bublés and all those general Christmas sort of favourites, the Sinatras. But my favourite genre of Christmas music is Motown, the Motown singers.
But you never told me you love Motown because I've said earlier in the podcast that I've loved Motown and you didn't mention this.
I'm never allowed to talk about any of this stuff.
No, but you can about songs that are always the same. Gosh, you've got so many songs in here. That's going to take me the whole month to get through.
It's the best, and there's some really weird stuff. There's that. There's my other favourite is an album by the Flaming Lips, which sounds really strange, but it's actually it's quite relaxing. And I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a theremin sound with crackling vinyl. And
What's
it's just my favourite songs. But, but it's not creepy sounding.
Oh, okay.
It's something like a theremin, and I just find it the most beautiful music. It's wonderful. There's also an artist called Galen Lynn, I think she is. I'll check it out as I'm talking. Galen.
I feel like you're taking advantage of me. By,
stop
talking about music.
I know I could go on and on and on.
I'll let you finish. You can say this. Finish what you're saying, and then we can move on.
No, I can't remember her name. Galen was. She won a contest on NPR radio for the Tiny Desk concerts, but it was at home, and she's
Stop points.
I know she's Quentin. Do you remember Quentin?
Yeah.
Yeah, Quentin. She's very similar, and she's got the same disability as Quentin, so she's very small, brittle bones, and she plays the violin, but she plays it like she's playing a double bass, like upright.
Oh, okay.
And she's got a very. I think her voice is beautiful. Some people find it a bit difficult because it's almost a bit like if you breathe in a helium balloon. Because you've got small lungs and small throat,
Yes.
But she does a Christmas album which is absolutely beautiful, and I love that too. So I'll stop there.
Okay. All right. Well, you're going to have to put that stuff in the show notes then. How's that sound?
I will. I'll promise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we both absolutely love, Christmas songs. It's just always predictable, always, I don't mind a little bit of variation, but it's always the same words, so it's not so difficult. That's why, the Christmas carols are great. I don't ever watch the Domain ones, the ones in Sydney the week before. Never have.
Ew. No.
It's just not the same.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah, but it's all predictable. Did I say I went to Hamilton? The musical?
No, I don't think you told anyone. We talked about that, and I said, what the hell are you going there for? Because they talk so quick.
Yes, and they did. And I couldn't really keep up, but I admired greatly how amazing they were at what they did. Yes, but you can't. People say you can sing along, but I like a ballad. I like a real, a song you can really sing to. Much like what's in Phantom of the Opera, Dan. There's some great ballads in that. But anyway,
I don't think so.
It's anyway. It was
power
good.
ballads and amazing songs. I think that's something that's coming up.
What do you mean?
The perfect Christmas song. I'm sure you're aware that that's coming up soon.
I am aware.
Another teaser.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's true. That is a teaser. So it's our second teaser for this episode, and then at the end, that it'll all be revealed. What about? I thought we could pop on to autistic moments.
Well, I've spent weeks going through this, and like I said, I've got no memories, and all my memories of Christmas are not very fun. It's usually just a day of utter anxiety for me, and it was. I was going to quickly say whilst we were on that topic, it's really interesting now knowing that I am autistic and looking back and thinking, man, I would have done things so differently had I been aware.
Yeah.
I would never have put myself through all that travelling if I'd just been able to, I still find it hard to express that sort of thing.
You mean travelling on Christmas Day? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's always trying to please everyone else.
Yes, but now you do know.
Did you see Chloe Hayden's story on Instagram?
Which one? Which one? The one? Oh, sorry. I told Dan I'm going to talk about Chloe's story on Instagram, and then I completely forgot. Okay. Okay, so it's interesting because if anyone follows her, you'll know this, but I just love watching her and the way she's so excited about, there's different, say, gifts she gets, whatever, and she's so animated and excited, and the way she is how I feel, I guess, on the inside with excitement. But I don't portray that on the outside. I'm a lot more calm. But then I guess sometimes people don't think about it. They must think that she just has this amazing life and whatever. But there's plenty of things, obviously, that she would be very upset and be crying about, I'm sure, as well. But she doesn't put her videos on, necessarily of her crying. It's all very positive and happy, and that's lovely. And then if there is anything negative that's happened, like I remember that stuff with Sia saying, not ending up not choosing an autistic person for the movie.
Yeah.
She actually, Chloe will put on there, it's all like in print. Words that she's put on there, or a lot of that, because obviously it would be really hard and emotional for her to be talking about that as a video.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've even said that. I know you brought that in, but why did I even bring that up?
Well, I don't know. I mean, watching other...
I remember now, Dan. It's because the emotion of Christmas can be too much for me. That's why it is. And I can see the way she acts is the way I feel. And like Christmas, it's a lot of different things. So every musical I go to, I find it overwhelming. Any show, even on the cruise ship, I think I saw was Bevan from Young Talent Time. Do you remember him?
Yeah, yep, of course.
I think he actually gave me COVID because he was sick. He had a lozenge in his mouth. He looked at me. I'm in the second front row with Josh, and he said, "I'm really sorry if I spit my lozenge at you. I've never sung with a lozenge in my mouth before, but I've been sick all week. I don't have COVID, but whatever." But he was sweating. His voice wasn't very amazing, but he was good anyway.
Great.
And then 3 days later, Josh and I go positive for COVID. So I think he gave it to me because I like to be up close where you get spat on. It's important. The point was, go back to the point.
You spat on, and you could also throw your underwear up as well.
Yes, both at once. So he, but it was actually great to see him. The point is, so I get emotional in that. I get emotional in everything. It's just emotional. So
me too.
Whether it's even like Easter things or just lots of different. You get emotional too. What do you do? I think you would withdraw, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do the. Where I tried not to, I move my hand across my face so the rest of the family can't see that I'm having an emotional moment over something utterly ridiculous. Yeah.
That's it. Ridiculous things. It just.
It's his 30th time on camera with my candlelight. Bless him.
Yes, all those things. So my point was with Chloe. Yeah, so she just does jump out and scream and cry and all those things in a happy way, and I like to see her doing that. And she stims as well. Yeah, I reckon there should be like a thing where we all drink when I mention Chloe, because I think that we mention her almost every episode, don't we?
Well, we should, because she's all over the news at the moment. You know, she's just won another award,
Yes.
so it's this the way psychology works. She's in the forefront. She's showing up on media, so we remember.
Yeah, that's true.
I started talking about lynx enough. You're going to notice lynxes everywhere you go.
What's lynxes?
A lynx is like some sort of wild cat. But
Oh, yes.
whatever it is you mention, if you mention it long enough, there's part of your brain that's going, oh, I'm going to keep an eye out for the lynxes now.
Oh, how did the lynx come into it?
I don't know. It just popped into my head.
But okay, so you changed the subject and just said,
I didn't.
okay, what? You just said, but we weren't talking about lynx.
Well, no, because we were talking about the fact that the way our brains work is that Chloe's name keeps popping up all the time. So
okay.
we're wired. We're wired. The way we're wired is we are ready to see that again. It's the same sort of thing that would have happened. There was a mountain lion. Someone in the group saw a mountain lion, 10,000 years ago, and so everyone will be primed to see a mountain lion's face.
Well, I mountain lion, no, but lynx I've never heard of, and we're going to see by the time between this and the next episode, do I hear the word again?
We'll
Is
see
this
it.
Lynx?
Yep.
Lynx?
As soon as you go past the deodorant, you'll see it.
Is it on the deodorant? The
There's
picture.
deodorant called lynx as well. Yeah.
I know the deodorant, but is there a picture of it? I didn't know, but what sort of animal is it? Like what sort of wildcat?
I believe it's some sort. Well, I don't know. I don't know either.
Oh.
I didn't think I was going to be pressured to provide a detailed. Do you want the Latin name as well?
Well, I'm going to ask my daughter Ava because she has a special interest in big cats or wildcats. So I'm sure she'll know about this.
But they're big enough. They would have been at the zoo. You would have seen them at the zoo.
Oh,
They're quite beautiful. They're I think they are. Here we go. Oh, and there's even got Latin and Greek, but I'm not going to bother with those. They're not gigantic, but I think they're in the snow. They're Eurasian.
yes. Okay, well, I'll let you know. Let's remember for next time.
What the hell's this?
I hear this again. What?
You know what's weird? This is really strange. I looked up the genus of lynx, and it's got my surname in it.
Oh,
The
okay.
genus lynx, and then it's got my surname, and it's got 1792. If you move those numbers around, that's my birth year, 1972.
That doesn't really sound special to me because you've just made that all up. Like, I mean, you've just actually that's
true.
interesting.
Look on
Because-
Wikipedia.
No, but you don't believe in like all special things.
No.
But you've just like I could find things and find a link with my name too, couldn't I?
Yeah, I love the joys of coincidence because they do happen a lot. But I love coincidence. They're fun.
Maybe it's your spirit animal.
Okay.
Speaking of snow, like lynxes are in the snow, and snow is in the northern hemisphere. That's when it's Christmas.
Not
It's
for us.
Christmas.
Right.
That's it. That's all I was going to
Okay.
say. Yeah, well, yeah, so hold on. Were we going to do an autistic moment?
Autistic moments.
What now? Well, I have none. I have none.
Okay. I've got one which is, it's maybe a 2 out of 10. Should we just have to say it? Okay.
All right, let's do the thing. Let's play
You're
the
actually
thing.
you're in this. You're connected. So we went away last year with my parents and yourself. And
Yes.
I mean, if anyone knows you, Dan, they know that you are the most unreligious person there is. And we went away with my parents. And as I've mentioned, my dad in the past, he's a bit funny guy. We were having. You were going through. Because it was near Christmas time, all your Christmas songs you were showing. Then we were looking on the TV, and you had had a recording of some Christmas carols.
Casey Musgraves.
Oh, okay.
Christmas
Put that in the show notes. Yeah, and you were playing this stuff, and there was something else. No, that was it. Oh no, and then at dinner time, because you are so not religious, you said, "Shall we say grace?" And so my dad keeps quiet because he's a very quiet person. But then when we got back, he was saying to me, that Dan is that's you, Dan. That you're a very, very religious man. And I was like, what do you mean? No, he's not. He goes, yes, he is. He's very religious. He listens to songs all about God and Jesus. He listens to songs about Jesus all the time. And he wanted to do grace at the dinner table. He's very religious. And I could not convince my autistic father that you are an atheist. He cannot get that into his head. He's very, very, and even now he doesn't believe me. He says that you are very religious.
Okay. I listen to a lot of cowboy music too. What does that say?
Well, I'll have to tell him that. But then he's very black and white. So same with like your son has long hair. We've mentioned that before. My dad was like, does he want to be a girl? And I was like, no. He's like, but he's got long hair. It's like, yeah, that's a lot of boys can have long hair. And he's like, but he must want to be a girl. I was like, no, he doesn't want to be a girl. He's a boy. He does boy things. And he just can't see that because it's all very black and white.
But I did do that in jest, didn't I? Saying that should we all... Like
Take grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Oh, but I guess I only know that because I know you. So, because you said it seriously at the time.
That's right. I like to do that too. Sometimes I also do, if we could all just hold hands and pray.
See, I do that too. I do both those things too. It's lots of fun, isn't it, Dan? It's play experiments on people.
In the right setting with the right people.
Yes,
I don't like to be disrespectful.
Oh, no, that's exactly right. Because we love our
crazy church.
Not crazy. I think it's okay.
Yeah, we went to a Christmas thing together. We haven't mentioned that too. We went to the Road to Bethlehem.
Yes, we did. And did you enjoy? Oh, yeah. So the Road to Bethlehem is a thing that goes. It's all around Australia. It's set up by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and it's a great, like, it probably goes around an hour, and you walk through. It's amazing, like all these different actors, and they play up the they play the story of I guess Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. It's very good, very well done.
They played it's a beautiful take on the myth.
on the true story, on the story that has occurred. Yes. So, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's great. Because I told you, I'm all up on the stories, and I love reading, going through all the synoptic gospels and looking at how they talked about the Christmas story and differently. And I take on a bit more an analytical look on it because it is interesting. It's it's quite fascinating. But because it's also about the written word and how the word changed over the years. So I like it from that point of view. But the acting was great. It's always a fun, good atmosphere. At the end, it's hilarious. They, they've got the FPOST system sitting there, and they're wanting to get a bit of money. And then there's a prayer room you can go to if you want.
Did you go in there?
They don't call it that, do they?
Well, no, they did. They don't try and pretend. No, they don't. They did, and then they also said if you want to write a prayer on a piece of paper and put it in near their cross, so you can.
And what did one of your children write?
I don't remember. What did they write?
I think it was like "You suck Santa" or something like that.
No,
it was something like that. I think Henry did the same thing. It's our crazy rocking autism hosts that get up to all kinds of mischief.
I didn't know that. Oh, yeah. In the past, we've all written prayers when you're bad. You guys and your family, the bad influence weren't there. We did a lot. We did serious ones. So yeah. But no, it's a really lovely night. But your son said that he didn't like it. He said, but he looked like to me like he was enjoying it.
Yeah, he was enjoying it. It's the same thing he has with other stuff. He's changed to a different school. It's more about a bravado thing, I think, from his perspective. He's sort of getting to that age when it's more about bravado, and he doesn't want to actually tell. That's how it's almost it must be in our genes or something, because I'm certainly not like that, and so I don't know where he's getting that from. Maybe at school with his peers.
But I guess like he's gone from a non-religious school to a religious school. Yes. Like it's all this year, and then you're trying to push the whole Jesus story on him in his mind.
I know.
In his mind, he's like, "No, I'm steadfast here. This is what I've always believed. You're not changing me."
That's crazy, and despite what a lot of people would think, I don't want them to believe anything that unless at this age, I don't think they should be. I think they should take their time to study all the different kinds of beliefs out there and try and follow the information where it leads. And so I tell them I might not believe. That doesn't mean you have to.
That's right. I mean, we've all been on a journey. You've been on a journey through, spirituality, blah, 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 all the different things. And that's where you've come to where you are now. So everyone needs to go on their own journey. Yeah.
Now, we talked about Christmas music, and we're getting to that time. It's getting to the end of the episode.
Yes.
And on the lead up, I love listening to Christmas music, but I've never written Christmas music before until now.
Until now? Oh, my goodness. What have we done, Dan?
Well, the title of the song is I'm Late to the Party This Christmas.
Oh, that's lovely. And so I've got the words and we're going to sing a little thing. Like, obviously, please, everybody, I have got the COVID. My ears maybe don't work very well and maybe my mouth doesn't. So please excuse my probably out of tune-ness.
Oh, we're doing this now, are we?
Yes.
I've got to bring the band in. Hang on, they've just all been waiting outside. It's pouring with rain, the poor people. I'll just get them to come in.
Oh,
We're going to do
okay.
this live, right? We're doing it live?
Yeah. Okay, we're in different rooms, but sure.
Apart from you, but the rest are all guys. Yeah, okay, guys, come on in.
Me.
Just find a spot wherever you can. You can just put everything down.
Oh, you really do have a band.
Oh, try to keep it down a bit, mate. You got
Hi.
Everything's sorted.
Hi, guys. Hi.
Everyone settled? Okay.
Wow.
All right, we're
I
sorted.
thought you were joking.
No, they're all here. Okay. Shh. Now I'm just going to do some conducting, and we're going to perform the inaugural version of I'm Late to the Party This Christmas. Are you ready?
Can I sing this? Maybe I could create the song for next year? Are you laughing at that? Why are you laughing at that? All right, so how about we just finish the episode with this song? So we'll say Merry Christmas, everybody.
Have a lovely, lovely holiday, and Extended will be back in the next year for season 2.
Season 2.
Whenever that may be, because I'm not sure when you're going to be around, but I'm going to be away till...
Sure. Don't say when. Okay.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas. Bye, everyone.
See you next season. Okay, guys, we're ready? Okay. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3.
I'm late to the party this Christmas. It's enough just to get out the door. I've forgotten my pills, all the presents are no frills, and I give them the same ones before. I'm late to the party this Christmas, and I won't find any comfort in food, 'cause the people are too loud, I'm awkward and crap, and my lack of eye contact looks rude. I'm late to the party this Christmas, and my socks won't stop itching my feet. All this small talk is hell. I just can't stand the smells, and I'm allergic to dried fruit and wheat. So I'm late to the party this Christmas, 'cause we're both still recording a show. And the news is, I fear it's the last for the year, but we're back next year raring to go.
I'll put that down to COVID.
Oh, you give up sometimes. What will I do for the song? Because I can't hear it because I can't log into my fucking Google.